Hey, welcome back. This here is the little plug of the day, or for the way, I should say. But don't forget, you can save 15% off at Link. That's LINQ. And yes, you do have a link code, which is, by the way, at checkout. And definitely, this is one thing that'll help you creators and businessmen and women of all just plug and connect the things that is right for you. Link has they have badges, they have stretch rubber bands, they have little tags that you can put on the back of your phone or where whatever you travel with, and they also have like actual digital business cards as well. So definitely by any means necessary, you got to get you a link, and hopefully it could definitely help plug the things that you need to plug. You know what I mean? So again, that's by the way at checkout, and save your 15%. Now, for those that would like to support the show, donate. It is more than appreciated, and I am so gracious for that you have no idea. If you would like to do so, you can definitely donate via PayPal at Wickush. That's WICKUSH. Again, if you would like to donate, support the show, we here, by the way, appreciate you. Real talk, real talk. And you can definitely do so via PayPal at Wickush, WICKUSH. Thank you. Let's get back to the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Um, so I really wasn't planning on having this episode, but I decided that this episode was needed. And the reason I decided this episode was needed was because of you all. You all did something that just let me know of a feeling that it was time to get shit cracking. Um, for all my day ones, for those that understand, those that are back, um, those are ready to have that that journey that we have, that conversation that we have. I'm glad you're back. I appreciate you. Thank you for you. I want to say, like on some real shit, I don't, I don't know what you look like. You know, um, I don't know what you sound like. I don't know how you respond to the things I say. I don't know if you agree with me passively or aggressively. I don't know if you disagree with me passively or aggressively. I don't know if what I say infuses in your mind and you build upon what I say, or I don't know if what I say just knocks whatever's inside of you out and then it's inside you now, or if I don't even touch you, you're non-receptive to me, you know. But I think the whole thing about being receptive, I think that's in a dialogue, but not necessarily. No, that's not necessarily. That's not necessarily because even in Marvel, or I like this guy named Bishop. Bishop has the ability to absorb energy waves of any magnitude from any scale of dimension, from sun rays to a laser ray to just the small UV rays within the air to even being able to life force energy. So yes, it's possible to be receptive only. Um, but you also got to understand, energetically, I I too receive some type of something. It's not as linguistic as what I'm emitting, but I do get a message, a feeling from you all. Um, yeah. Today, what are we gonna talk about today? Today, I want to talk about something very near and dear to me. Um, I want to talk about the importance of moving in the direction that you want. I I do apologize. Give me one quick second. Just grab my board. So we. I know some people be like, man, we in a good convo. How the fuck you gonna forget what we talking about when we talking it? And I completely agree. I feel like a loser. I feel like a loser when I do it. So let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. But, yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. So today, aiming in the right direction. Okay. So I realize that in this oh no, excuse me, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Everything's okay. I just knocked off a piece. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Should I just keep it moving? Yeah. Well, I'll at least attempt to put the shit back on there. There we go. Yep. Okay. But yeah, aiming in the right direction. So okay. So I'm gonna try my best not to beat around the bush, even though I'm. All right, I take that back. I'm gonna talk about this trying to beat around the bush, and I'll be completely honest about why. I'll be transparent about why I'm beating around the bush. I'm beating around the bushes because there is something that actually equates to me, a correlation of me in my life. But the thing is, I do know things. I don't want to legify. I know that's not a word, but I say whatever the fuck I want. If you understand what I'm saying. A problem of mine. I don't want to listen back and hear a problem, so I want to speak vaguely. But I still believe that there's a message in it all. So basically, the moral of what I'm saying is that aiming in the right direction. When I say aim in the right direction, I think a lot of us want to go places, want to develop things, want to be of something, but we don't necessarily do the things that move us in the direction of it. So, for example, some people don't know how to speak. Some people don't know how to express themselves. Some people don't know how to get closer to the things that they truly want. They do everything to push away from it, even though in the deepest parts of themselves, they're trying their best to get towards it. And it could be whether it's words that you're saying or using, actions that you do, or whatever the case may be. Let's say you have a goal where you're trying to lose weight. And in this goal, you have to move in the direction that you want. So in this goal, you have to have discipline. You have to have will to, if not every day, every other day, you have to make somewhat of a habit of some type of physical, duress of, exercise or some type of physical expression of energy, whether it's dancing, lifting weights, stretching, or just, gravitational workout where you just, holding your own weight, wherever the case may be. If you're in love, let's say you come from a place where, you have just issues of anger and this and and sometimes you may be in love with a person, but the words that come out of your mouth don't go or move you in a direction towards love with that person, even though that may be a weird, twisted way of how you express your love, and it doesn't make it okay. It just means that, you got work, I think moving in the right direction is hard for a lot. moving in the right direction. It's difficult at times. And Chandre, sorry about that. But yeah, just a little something I gotta do. Hey, Chandre. Oh man, I'm not sure if she hears me or not. I'm recording. I'm just gonna pass you some minutes to get a little bit. Um, Nah, if I would have had to say something about that, I would have felt bad in my recording. But you know, I did. So. But yeah, I do apologize about that. Well, actually, I don't apologize about that. It's a life podcast. But yeah, aiming in the right direction. Uh, I think it's funny. I think this is the most in-depth Vegas. Well, I meant vague, but the most in-depth vague-is. Every time I say that, it sounds like I'm saying Vegas, the actual thing. But anyway, the most in-depth vagueness of stories. I really do believe that. But ultimately, what I'm saying is that aiming in the right direction about what it is, not necessarily what you want to do, but where you want to go. I think where you want to go and where you are is a position in itself of just so much. I really do, and I think sometimes we get so caught up, we move so fast in life. I think sometimes we get caught up in ourselves at times. But I think sometimes it takes you either a knocking down, something that completely stops you. Because, like, okay, I come from a family of big kids. And I remember one thing about numerous kids is that there will always be different types of kids. But there always seemed to be this one kid that had, like, an exuberant amount of energy than all the rest of the other kids and ran around and did so much. And they just seemed literally like they were out of control of themselves and they didn't even know what to do, right? And it wasn't until those kids did something to get themselves in trouble via getting a spanking, or most likely before that, did something to hurt themselves, which slowed them down and had to rub their knee, or get a Band-Aid, or whatever the case may be. But it was something that knocked them on their ass, and something that forced them to recalibrate, that forced them to stand up, notice where they are in comparison to the things around them. Notice how fast things are moving around them. Notice how the rhythm of the things moving around them. Notice the sounds and the speed of things moving around them. But before, they never noticed any of that because they was moving so fast and they were in their own frequency of whatever. And granted, it will grow on you again, that speediness of being disconnected. But every now and then, it takes time, or you need to recalibrate. And the thing is, not everybody can do that because, recalibration comes with like self-awareness, but self-awareness comes with information given to you that you don't control. You don't control. You can't control what you know and what you don't know. You just know it, and when you don't, you actually don't know what you don't know. You know, and even sometimes, even the understanding, there's a deep complexity, and even what is really knowing something that you think you know. You know, I think as Americans, I think we know something because we can say words about it, right? But there's other people that may not be able to say words about it, but they can actually physically do something that keeps people and them around them alive. And there's no Google involved. There's no this, no that, no big headedness. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of us are empty inside. You know, we don't really notice it until we're of a certain age, and I think America has certain black people as me. I always say 30 solar cycles. I'm 30 solar cycles now. All right. But at this time in my life, I feel I've been knocked down on my ass in an intangible way. Granted, I didn't really feel that I was the boy running around all fast and fast thinking, but I'm pretty sure the boy thought that too, right? The kid that ran around. And I have to admit to myself, I've been very harsh, I've been very quick, I've been very arrogant, I've been very mad, I've been very unbalanced, I've been very angry at things, you know. But now I'm at the point where all of that came from me understanding that I can't be upset at the people that I share a life with, or the people I dwell with, or the people I commune with, or the people I interact with, or the people I entered, you know, what's the word? I'm trying to say, converse, whatever the case may be, but people I interact with, that's what I was trying to say. You know, there's problems all around the board. And no, it is not one thing. No, you shouldn't highlight or magnify problems. And I don't really think you do. I just think that sometimes in our society, in our situation, the problems are so loud and so highlighted. The problems are like these big ass, imagine like big dead ass swollen bodies on the sidewalk. And there are no cars. There's just rivers where the streets are. And in order for you to walk, you have to step over dead bodies. That's how the problems are so loud. I mean, granted, that seems very morbid, but when you look at things, the world is very morbid when you really open up your eyes and you see things for what it is. And then when you look at how unprepared you are, your American self, but your American mind had you feeling like you were everything, you know? And sometimes I think when I use the word American, I think people are turned off or thrown off by how I use it. I can use any other program. Basically what I'm saying is a program that doesn't benefit you. You know? And I'm not even just talking about from a school place. I'm talking about, you know, people's perception and ability to have a fulfilling life. So many things unlocked, unexperienced, unlearned. So many, well, not, I should say, so many things not experienced, not revealed, not, you know. And maybe all it takes is just, you know, a family being able to sit down at a time where society would be at work, but being able to sit down and on grass, on healthy grass, not patches of weeds from people stepping over with their rubber gym shoes. But if we got to a place where people have much more of a connection with the planet. I think people on other planets, people on other places, well, people on other planets too, but people on other places, they seem to be more in sync with their environment. You know, it seems like people like to show more skin, like to be more active in sun places, whether it be Mexico or El Salvador, Ecuador, whatever the case may be. But like, you know, even in places where people fish, you know, I hate to forget the names, but I think location or geographically, they're in like the Thailand area of just islands of people that hunt underwater and, you know, spearfish and things of that nature. And just in general, people are more in sync with nature, from the things they use to the things they build to even just how they play and how they experience life. You know, I think even the whole essence of even family and friendship is different. Imagine getting to see your friend every day. And yes, every day. I think there's nothing wrong with every day. But it's not like it's not like it's an obligation. You do what you do as you breathe. Imagine having the ability and having the plans of wanting. Imagine having beautiful plans with your friends every day, but sometimes you just don't ever get a chance to even get to them. But it's okay because tomorrow you just can't wait to whatever. And the only reason you didn't get to them because you had something more other amazing that took you away. And I think people of today, black people of today, we need that. We need healing. We need the opposite of what we have now, because everything is death culture. Everything that magnates or seems cool to us are things that are harsh, things that are rigid, things that we don't even want for ourselves. Everything that seems tantalizing and attractive to us are things that we don't want done to us. You know, and it's so weird. And that plays a role into what I originally said, aiming in the right direction that you're trying to go in. How can you have life and live a life, but you don't speak life? You speak death. You speak detrimentally. You speak harsh. You speak negatively. You speak in a downward slope. You know, I made this podcast, well, this episode, this is a special one because people start listening more. And if I was to be honest with you about how useless I kind of felt in life at certain times, it's so ironic that this is the place that I'm supposed to be in. You know? In the last podcast, I talked about being healthy. I talked about working out. I talked about doing all these amazing things for my body and putting in time and energy for my body as well as myself. And I asked, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of walking around healthy? Walking around in shape, working around. What's the purpose of a healthy body? What are you going to do with this healthy body? Are you going to reproduce with this healthy body? Are you going to fight with this healthy body? Are you going to heal? Like, what are you going to do with this healthy body? What are you going to do? And lately it's funny because I know everything is mindset and mentality. I'm at a place where I'm beyond asking or saying that I want more. It's at a point now of being more to get more. But it's not about getting more. I think getting more is a dimensional phrase. Because when you say getting more, you can get more deodorant, you can get more toilet paper, you can get more cars, you can get more things. Or you can get more out of the 5-minute experience that you were eating a banana. Or you can get more out of a stare that you didn't notice of a wall that was there the entire time, or a person that was there. So I think getting more is a multidimensional phrase. Now, ultimately, I don't think there's anything wrong with physicality. I don't want to always chastise or demonize the physical world. No, I think everything is everything. But I do believe there's imbalances on things, you know. But ultimately, I also do believe that we're unfulfilled, we're unchallenged in this realm of what we do, in this place of society. I think sometimes nature is so much more, gives you so much more than what is. You know, I believe there's so much more to do than bowling. There's so much more to do than going to the movies. There's so much more to do than some of the societal things. I think we need to create newer, better things. You know, I think we need everything. I think we need uh, invention conventions. I think we need, you know, new concept conventions. We need conversation platforms. I think we need new sports. I think we need new norms. I think we need new comforts. I think none of this shit has ever worked for black people. I think we need newness. I want women happy. I want women more fulfilled. I do believe that more can be given. And I also want men happy, more men fulfilled. We're in this together. We are one. There is no one without the other. There's always oneness. And there's a circle of life that we both play a part and have responsibility in. But we also have a responsibility to each other. You know, one funny aspect or one very eye-opening concept about God is that if God did make us and then leave, we're here with each other. Have we forgot the sanctity or the divinity of each other? Are each other, all of it, everybody else on this planet is not enough? Well, it is, but systematically, we don't even get to experience everybody on this planet. There's so many people that in the accumulation could probably even feel like the presence of God if God made everything that is. I always refer to God as a woman, and I use the name Godiva. Mainly because maybe two or three elements. My mom used to always eat Godiva chocolate. Well, she used to always eat all chocolate, but she really liked Godiva. I remember she used to hide Godiva. All other chocolates I'd find, but I'd rarely find a Godiva. But anyway, plus I just feel like God with I was a feminine phrase to it. But ultimately, enjoy yourself. Ultimately, I want you to recalibrate. I don't know what needs to hit you, what needs to knock you down. And sometimes you don't have to be knocked down. Sometimes some people can be recalibrated just by a hand touch, a hand grab, an eye look, an eye stare, a kiss on the cheek, a look in the face, a conscious connection. It doesn't always have to be a pain. And sometimes pain can come from that. Or sometimes pleasure can come from that. Somebody can look at you and make you orgasm. Somebody can look at you and make you piss on yourself. Somebody can look at you and have the same effects as if you fail or something else. But like, maybe if I could recalibrate you. Maybe if I could walk up to you, walk behind you, no homo, or woman, I walk behind. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, me being able to walk up to you in an intangible way from behind. I put my hand on both of your shoulders. We see where you really want to go, and I just turn your shoulders to that direction, to you're pointed in that direction. And then you go as far and as much and as fast as you can. And sometimes you might need to slow it down until you get a rhythm. Sometimes you don't want to just run and trip, but ultimately you want to move and get a good flow into the direction and path that you want to go in. And there's nothing wrong with detours, nothing wrong with shortcuts, and there's nothing wrong with different roads, different routes. But ultimately, you are aiming in the right direction, you know. Like I said, this is a special one, man. I had to hop in here with another one because, like I said, y'all were listening, and I see y'all listening, and I want to give y'all that give. I want to give you what I give you. I want to give you that real. I want to be able to talk to you. I want to, I don't want no bullshit. I feel like there's a lot of bullshit in this world. You can't perpetuate it. You cannot. Everything has to change. I feel like it's so crazy that we're stuck in a system where we live off the things of prior people that no longer experience the things that we go through. In so many ways. I'm going to take a quick segment. I don't care what anybody says. I care. So since I care, I just want to say this. I understand that death is a part of life. And looking in that geo and looking at, Animal Planet and all these things and seeing animals get hunted and eaten, whatever the case. I see that there's a purpose to their death. So it makes sense. As far as humans are concerned, humans can die too. We're under the same realm of death. And I do believe that. We are just because we die, we're not captivated as any special than when an animal dies. We are animal. But I believe there is no purpose in the death that I see from the people I come from. And what I'm saying by that is there are people whose names we don't know. There are men, there are women, there are children, there are babies, there are fetuses. That have died. Unbeknownst and denounced. I would like to say a special love, light, peace, and comfort to every black, every melanated fetus that went through an abortion, that was aborted, due to whatever reason. And usually the reason will always come down to unpreparation. Unpreparedness, I should say. Or non-preparation. There were black people killed in jail, black people murdered, black people thrown away, black people never seen again, black people that were raped, black people that died in slavery, black people that were buried alive, black people that were castrated, hung, drowned, executed, decapitated, had pieces cut off, were poisoned, were burnt, were mauled. To all those whose names that never know, I want us to take a moment of silence, and I want their energy of the fact that they're not around and the fact that they can't say. I want that energy to be felt, and I want to give a moment of silence for all of it. All of it. Love, peace, and light. I would also like to say something else. mothers. This is to every woman that has a daughter, has a child. This really goes to every parent. This really goes to every person. But this is stemming from a mother for me. There's an extreme importance of a girl learning from her mother, learning from her mother in so many ways. I believe it's our responsibility to learn from our parents, but also learn from our parents, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, to a degree, we take groundwork from our parents, that they said that they've grown or learned a foundation to a degree from what the things that they've accumulated and they've learned, and then they try to pass that down or whatever. And it's up to them to be able to comfortably, cohesively give us things that we can use for ourselves of who and how we are, due to seeing how they are, and just are. So I believe that the importance of women with daughters that your daughter needs you, and in ways that affect, and fathers too. I want to give a special shout out to my father. The reason I'm giving a special shout out to my father is because my father was in my life growing up as a kid. Growing up into, I guess, my adulthood, me and my father don't see eye to eye on things. And to be honest, I wouldn't even say don't even see eye on things. I would say just are, I don't know. A part of me almost wanted to say so different, but I also believe that a part of us is so much the same as well. But I'm thankful for my father. I'm thankful that he's in my life. I'm thankful for every moment. And that's that. Also, people that didn't have a father in their life, and it does change you. But sometimes having a father in your life can also change you in negative ways as well. And sometimes it's best that a person isn't in your life. And I'm not saying that for anybody specifically, but I'm saying that there's some people that in their realm of consciousness have things that they aren't winning. They aren't prospering in. And it takes a toll and it shows. So sometimes they become more of a detriment than a benefit. And I believe that in the Black community, there are so many things that are reasons why children are born without fathers, but the main reason, I would say the main two, there's two reasons. Number one, I would say men's awareness of the importance, men's pride that they put on the sanctity, men's men's lives that they put on their energy. It isn't respected. It isn't used properly. It isn't used to fuel and benefit and heal and strengthen. It's wasted in ways, and it shows. We don't value our sex. We don't value our body. And there's nothing wrong with, I would say, sex or sex with a person you don't know or whatever the case may be. I would say it would be nothing wrong with that if everybody was healthy and everybody was balanced and everybody, but it ain't that right now. Right now we're in a place where everything is in a shift, but it's shifting to change and undo itself. But right now things are twisted. A lot of things are twisted. And since things get twisted, it's hard to know which direction to go in when you're fucking twisted and twisting, because if you twist or you spin, you get discombobulated. You get dizzy. And imagine being dizzy from life and being tired from life and going in the wrong direction in life. And even if you get the opportunity to move in the right direction, do you still have the will and energy and the fuel to make it or go? And sometimes that plays a role, but fathers are important, mothers are important, family is important. Healthy, proper visuals of what that is important. And when I say healthy visuals of that, I'm saying things governed by nature, not governed by man's mind and man's perception of their feelings, because there's always a deeper and greater and more vast experience through the ways of nature, because even everything else is through the ways, the acknowledgments of nature. You have the ability and the body to do so, but there's so much more when you're under the guidelines or the path of nature. And yeah, that goes into a lot of how people use their sexual energy. And I myself don't do it properly all the time. Or, I have streaks when I don't do it at all. So I, by any means, don't want to sound like I'm, Jesus or coming off like some major Captain Perfect. That's not what this is, and that's not what I am. But, yeah. I hope y'all really liking this podcast, man. I'm feeling this. I'm flowing, man. I'm flowing. I'm like really flowing. I could have stopped it and slowed it down, but those are my dogs upstairs if you hear something crazy. Yeah, those are my dogs. But yeah. Again, I want to say shout out to y'all. Real shit. Shout out to y'all. Hey, you know what? Hold on. Let me. Hey, 1 second. Let me get y'all. I'm clapping for y'all, man. Thank y'all. This is for the listeners. This is real shit. That's my hand. Yeah, that's my hand, bitch. Yeah, no, I'm not calling you a bitch. I use the word bitch. I like it. Please don't make me explain myself. But anyway, back to you, clap. Like real shit. Like, hey, that's for y'all, man. Like real shit. Like, I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful. And I wanna treat this with sanctity. If anything, I want to remind people of just a few things. If I can make some shifts in my own, I can't tell you what to do. Only thing I can do is speak freely. And when I say speak freely, I mean this. If you do eat meat, fuck that, I'm not gonna say that. If you eat animals, I really suggest, I really hope that you can look at life and you can see that as human beings, the biggest and strongest animals, even the most agile of some sort, are vegetarian. And it shows that you live a much more higher frequency life when you eat foods of live enzymes, fruits and vegetables. And there are things that have hella protein that you could build and maintain muscle upon. So that's not an issue anymore. It's not 2021. I was almost gonna say it's 2021 now, but it's not 2021. It's a time frame that it's time to get your shit together, and that's just is what it is. So I really hope that you can find the energy, the strength, the will to take time for yourself to work out, to stretch, to do some yoga, to do some planks, to do some push-ups, to do some sit-ups, to stretch. You know, even if you don't do those things, stretch. You know, work on your flexibility, and in doing so, all of these things, even body postures, holding body postures, those things strengthen your mind because it takes your mind to send a frequency to hold whatever pose that your body is doing. It's all electricity in your body. It comes from your brain. The more you do it, the easier it is. The more it becomes second nature, and the easier and more your body can do. And that's all I want for you. There's also something called Haritaki. I live by it. I really do. Haritaki. This stuff cleans your gut. It adds oxygen to your blood. It cleans your brain. It cleans your blood. I thought I said that, but no, I said your gut. But I can also tell you what it does. It removes parasites. It's antifungal, anti-parasitic, I believe. It's also anti-something else. I want to say echinacea, but I believe that's wrong. But it's like 3 or 4 of those. But basically what it does is it cleans your stomach. It removes worms. It removes, decayed flesh when people don't process animal flesh, because you have to understand what your body is. You're a big battery. So your intestine, basically, food moves through your intestine. And as it moves through your intestine, it in itself, from that movement, creates electricity in your stomach, which gives you energy. But your stomach also, your intestines, like a snake, also contracts slowly. You probably don't notice it. And it squeezes and sucks out moisture and water out of the things that you eat. That's how you get your water from your intestine. But you also have to understand our bodies weren't designed for flesh. And the reason why is because flesh has to go through all of the turns and crevices in the intestine. And sometimes some of them get caught. And when they get caught, they stay there for long periods of time, and they don't ever leave the body or until they do at a later point. And some of them calcify, meaning they turn hard and black inside, and they can actually cause infection inside the stomach anyway. That's why a lot of people have to get colonoscopies around a certain age, usually around 40 to 45, sometimes 35. And, that's just basically just the removing of toxins in the intestine, So that's that. But Haritaki it's amazing. It cleans out your stomach. When you first take it, it will definitely have you in the bathroom. But you have to continue until your body gets a nice good rhythm and understands, because what it does is it helps you realign with sleeping, with thought patterns. It actually makes you smarter. It gives you the ability and the more willpower to literally move towards the thoughts and hold and maintain thoughts or feelings that you actually desire. I know it sounds weird, but it's also you having to put in energy with it as well. It's a ancient herb. If you look up Haritaki, you'll see that it's been around for thousands and thousands of years, and it's used for healing. It's also has they say it has properties for third eye opening. Um, but overall, basically, what that even is just awareness. There's certain different types and levels and dimensions of the same feelings and awarenesses that you have that you don't have access to. But they're derivatives of the things that you already have. But when in depth, they seem like something completely different. And sometimes we don't always work or operate at our maximum or peak self. I think everybody strives for perfection. But rarely do we ever get a chance to get there and then start sharing and being what that is. It's usually the journey of rather than the journey as, you know. But aiming in the right direction. Yeah. Man, I fuck with y'all, man. I really do. I really, really do. You know, when I came back after last night, I dropped a pod, and I dropped that pod because I wanted to get back in the flow of things, but that's also one of the reasons why I hop back on this one, because I'm understanding y'all need this shit. Y'all want this shit. And I wanted to get back on my 3-day thing. I stopped off of it. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm still here. I mean, it's only I went 3 days for 3 episodes, and then I did 5 days in between the next 2. So y'all showed me that y'all listening and y'all give a fuck. And shit, I'm rocking with you, shit. So let's get it. Let's get it. I'd like to give some special shout outs to people that I used to know in life. I don't know them no more, but I don't know if they listen. I don't know whatever, but I like to give some shout outs to some schools and some just. I feel like my closest compadres, my closest friends was like back in my childhood days, like on some real shit. I used to love how people used to be and the honesty and the fulfillment of how we used to live. It wasn't always the greatest, but my friends at school, we used to always come, and it would be a vacation from, I guess, our reality. That's what school felt like. Cause it felt like to us, we were parts of each other's heaven, in a way. Maybe at least seemed that way to me. But I just want to give a shout out to everybody that went to Nutter Horse, like on some real shit. Yeah, I'm acknowledging it. I don't want to seem like I'm some completely different person, but no. Yeah, this is me. I used to go to Nutter Horse, and I want to say shout out to the people that used to go to Nutter Horse. I want to say shout out to Chicagoans, man, because I see y'all. If you're in other states, shout out to you. If you're in other countries, shout out to you. Obviously, you are. I don't ever want to sound like I'm, if you got a heart, I fuck with you. It don't matter. Like, if you understand and you listen to me, you understand how free and how unheld back my mind and my understanding is. So I don't have to explain things. I fuck with you. I really do. And then I'm gonna say this, not like a stand, could be, I don't know, I'm just talking. But I was about to say, I fuck with you, but I was also gonna say I got love for y'all. I love you. But I was also gonna say, I'm not trying to sound crazy, like I love you, it's too much. But what I'm saying is that, like, even the word love to me is different now. It has an understanding of magnifying, like that's what it means to me now. I love you. I magnate to you. You love me. You magnate to me. There's a magnet. There has to be some type of magnetism to the love. Because how can you say you love your friends, but there's nothing that pulls you together to spend time with your friends? Like, love is a magnetism, a pull. And I would like to say, I think we're starting to magnetize. I magnetize you. If you magnetize me. Now, if you don't magnetize me, I don't magnetize you. I'm just fucking with you. Man. I hope y'all chilling out there. I hope y'all chilling out there. I really do. I really do. Excuse me. I think I feel like my tongue gets a little lazy at times, but I don't know if it's that or like dryness. Yeah, but you gotta use some spring water. Always, always. But yeah, I feel like I touched on things I wanted to touch on. You know, we back, baby. We back. We back. We back. We back. Hey, can I get y'all a freestyle if y'all want to hear some shit? I don't know if y'all want to hear some shit. All right, cool. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the theme of today was aiming in the right direction. Okay. Let me close my eyes and breathe. Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. 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 I used to think that I know what it means to. I don't have to clean up. Then I lose that. What you mean, bruh? That I part. I don't need that. I smart. Anemic. Cold. Don't even see it. Keep on reading. Treat a body like a book. Everybody got a lot to shook. Don't you worry about everybody when you gotta bury what you doubting. I just wanna move in the right direction like a movie. Or maybe a new department, a studio, apartment like aren't I thought I would say that I would be the smart guy. I thought I would say that this a hard time. I thought I would be the one to always see the one, and when I see the fun, I thought that I would have a part time. You know, a part time, not job. Trying to make a part life. When you got a part job, then you get the part right. Everybody want a hard life. That there is a hard lie. We just want to chill, sip on water, chill, maybe wine, but real. Lead, bitch. You niggas don't believe this. You will no longer dehydrate me or my people. See, the thing is, black man, we more than kings, bitch. We gods. And we more distinguished than the odds. So it's okay if you got to bing this. Cause phones and cellular, they know the fires of the fire that you fuckers keep on seeing. But there's a reason. I hope y'all like that, man. I don't even know what I said. I think I kind of do, but not really like in depth. But if you like it, I love it. If you love it, I like it. I'm gone. This is your host with the most, Mr. Bush. I like that. I feel like I'm the smoothest motherfucker in the world. Like on some real shit. Like when I get into my bag. Like here, I'm not for that. I'm not here for that. Like I leave that for my other avenue, you know. But what I'm saying is, Uh, asked her earlier when I was saying the question is, who am I? It's really not a question. I know who am I. I feel it. It's not even a conversation no more. It's just a as is now. You know? I don't know if this is me being as is. I guess it is. Sometimes you don't know. I wonder, am I that boy moving too fast? Because every time you don't know, it's probably because you're in a frequency of not knowing until you find a new frequency and then you know. But like I said, is something gonna knock me on my ass until I know? Or is something gonna grab my hand or look me in the eye and I'll know? Who knows? Next time on Dragon Ball. No, let me stop. I'm sorry, y'all. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's another thing I'm trying to take out of my vocabulary. I'm not sorry. I'm not a sorry person at all. I might apologize for making a mistake or being wrong, but I am not a sorry person. I'm not sorry. Like, you might be sorry. Like, that's a sorry car. I can't be sorry. I'm sorry. But shit, I'm not. Fuck. You know, it's time for me to go. But like I said, this your host with the most. I'm not gonna say it again. Mr. Bush will be back. I do want to say I would like more my female audience. You know, hey ladies, but no real shit. I like to touch on things that are in you all's minds, and the reason I would also like to say I also feel like I have the ability to do so. I'm not telling you I'm qualified to do so. I'm not even fucking going there. I hate those words, and that's not even what I'm saying. So probably shouldn't even say it, but I feel I understand. I feel I have patience, and I also feel I have enough understanding and a sensitivity to read very well, even if you don't talk. But I do want to. I want to use this platform. I want. Sometimes I understand that it's not just the voice; it's the brain, then the voice. But the brain isn't just the brain. The brain is a radio. The voice is a broadcast of the radio. But the radio can pick up so many frequencies, and I want to pick up your frequency. I really do. I want to learn and understand what means and what matters to you. Because if it matters to you, it can matter to me. And if it has an understanding or a different insight, then I would love to be able to broadcast and radio that. Because we have to change. We have to grow. I want to give a shout out to all the beautiful young ladies out there. I want to give a shout out to all the beautiful older women out there. I want to give a shout out to all the beautiful women out there. I want to give a shout out to all the beautiful confident women out there. I want to give a shout out to all the smart women out there. I want to give a shout out to all the soft, fun, enjoyable, lighthearted women. I would like to give a shout out to the women that like to play ball, work out, stretch, challenge. Shout out to the gamer girls. Shout out to the driver girls. Shout out to the gangster girls. Shout out to the marksman girls. All women. Like, I want you all to understand. Like, number one, I do understand that there's an imbalance, but I also say this, women. Ladies, I would like to just speak, and please don't misunderstand me. If you just, have an open and kind heart, I guarantee you'll understand or see what I'm saying benefits you. So, I do understand I was just about to end this, but fuck it, this is my pod. I do whatever the fuck I want. I was gonna say, women, ladies, queens, goddesses. I'm not gonna say women because women has such a negative connotation. Like women, men, and women. I hate that shit. My beautiful lilies. That's what I'm gonna say. Beautiful lilies. Hey, beautiful lilies. I would like to say this. I want to see a world where beautiful lilies get a chance to exercise, explore, and discover the creative parts of their minds. Now, what I mean by that is exactly what I mean by that. I believe sometimes things have been stifled due to the imbalance. I believe a lot of women have leaned on physicality of their body rather than the extraterrestrial dimensions of their mind. And I believe men play a deep role in that due to how we've treated women, due to how we treated our beautiful lilies. I'm learning. But it all plays a role. And men love women and worship women so much that we've built and made a world for women. From little do you know, men created a lot of shit for women. Some of the things were out of misguidedness, but a lot of things were just off of the pure worship. Like women's clothing, heels, believe it or not. Men wanted to see women in such whatever. They created the things that they wanted to see, the thing that they beautify or glorify in a certain light or a certain whatever. Even in nature, birds build beautiful nests and all types of shit for females. And but I also believe that I believe we have the possibility to expand beyond just what animals, or I don't want to say what animals do because we're in the same animal kingdom. But yeah. But yes, my beautiful lilies. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. I believe that you all haven't had the ability to meet men or a man that has a mission and a goal that you would love to give yourself and your soul to help him with. And that is actually fulfilling to you as well in the process and beneficial to you in the process. I think a lot of things nowadays are of nothingness. There's not really much, nobody's talking about nothing. There's not really anything to truly lead. Nothing. There's like, it's different out here for women. So the system that is the game that's being played. And this is all a game. This is all a game. Until the game stops. But ultimately, ladies, you are divine. You are everything. You're fine. You are. Sometimes you may have to. I believe women are just gorgeous creatures, and I believe that. I understand that women technically don't create life in their stomachs. Women hold life in their stomachs. That's why everybody always forgets the man. It takes a man's sperm to fully develop over a certain time frame. And if you puts that inside of a woman has strong, better, and healthier sperm than just shot out, nothing, no intentional, no hold, no will, no nothing, because it takes energy to wound up and build and charge up that sperm. So a woman takes in a strong charge with a strong sperm cell. And when they have a strong bond and a strong urge, that's what they create. She vaginally ingests his essence. And then a woman has has 9 to 10 months to do her work. And then the man pops up like, show me what you got. Show me what you did with the material, the genetic material that I gave you. I want to see this thing that you created for me. I'm ready to see it. And yeah. But that's my stomach. That's oof. Yeah. But yeah, they're holders of life, harborers of life. And they hold it very, very dear to themselves. They treat it and hold it way longer than any man could, or most men can't. A woman can hold your sperm cell for 9 to 10 months, but a man can barely even hold his nut in for a week. That should tell you something. That's some real shit. I just said some real shit. Damn, I just said some real shit. Damn, I gotta end it on that one. Whoa. I'm gonna say that one more time because I don't think motherfuckers be listening. A woman can take a man's sperm cell and hold it for 9 to 10 months, maybe 11 sometimes. And most men of today can't hold and maintain a full nutsack for a week or two. I'm gone. This is Mr. Bush. This that by the way. Hope you love this episode. And I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Yeah.